Good afternoon campers, and welcome back to the Meat Manifesto. And today we're about to set off on another van camping adventure. And this beautiful afternoon, it's a bit windy, sun's out, it's actually warming up. And over the next few days it's supposed to be warming up to the late 20s. So that's going to be nice. So I think that's perfect weather for another road trip in my trusty old VW T4. I've got a new electrical system that I need to test on this road trip. I've scrapped my old split charge relay and leisure battery system, and I've gone for something a little bit more up-to-date, modern and fancy. It involves my Aferiy P210 power station and an Aferiy DC-to-DC charger. So we'll be testing it out over the next couple of days. Like I say, the weather's okay. It's currently about 4 o'clock and I fancy going to Norfolk to test out our new setup. I'm thinking a nice chilled one, and we'll head to Hickling Broad. We stayed there before, the little marina. Yeah, somewhere for Bruno to have a walk as well. And while we're in that neck of the woods, we can hit some beaches. So the meat wagon's all loaded up. We're good to go. We've even got Bruno on board. He's having a little snooze already. Look at the size of him. He's filling out on that chair there. He's getting a big boy. So we got a 75-mile journey. It's going to take us about an hour and 50 minutes, and also along the way we need to stop at a supermarket to get a bit of munch and maybe the odd cheeky juice. So yeah, let's get moving before we get caught in that rush hour traffic. Well, campers, it's good to be back out in the meat wagon. I haven't had a camp for a couple of weeks, and I haven't made a video on this channel for about a month. I've had issues with my laptop, so I've just been sticking to my second channel, the Daily Meat. So if you haven't seen that channel, make sure you subscribe. Check out all the daily goings on behind the scenes. So my laptop is working again, so we are back on the main channel. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a sweet adventure. In the last couple of weeks, the old meat wagon passed its MOT, went straight through. No advisories. So all that maintenance we done at the start of the year has paid off. So we're good for another 12 months of happy camping. So I've just spent the last couple of days ripping out the old electrical system and installed the new setup. Had a few teething issues, which I think I've ironed out now. I had a problem with the diesel heater not firing up, because I've got that powered now by the power station on its own, and also had some issues with the flickering lights, but it was just a grounding problem. I was still grounding stuff to the chassis, and no, you need to put it into the loop that goes on the new electrical system. Now we'll talk about the new setup in a bit more detail when we get to our park up for this evening. Now the park up that we're heading to in Hickling Broad, I've said that a few times before, but it's showing up now on Park for Night as daytime parking only. I did case it out a little while back, a few weeks back, and it all seemed okay, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can still park there for the night. Well, the price of diesel in this neck of the woods, 180.9, that's pretty reasonable in this day and age. Unleaded, 153.9. Well, campers, shopping trip is complete at Tesco. Just loading the fridge. I've got some milk for some tea. That'd be for tomorrow. Got something for dinner. Also got some biscuits. That's the fridge loaded up. Bruno wants some food. Let's get some diesel, and then we're going to see if we can get a parking spot for the night. Okay, so we have arrived at Hickling Broad Marina, and then there don't seem to be any campers here. Yeah, normally there's a lot of campers here, but I don't see any signs saying you can't overnight camp. I'll still be good here. I think we'll get a usual pitch by the little glass recycling centre there. And we have a nice view out the back doors. Got some boat action going on outside them back doors. Stayed here quite a few times before. It's always a sweet park up. Just wondering why on Park for Night they say there's no overnight camping here now. Don't see any signs though. And there's the toilets. They're 24-hour and very clean. straight away it's really quiet here. So I've camped here a couple of times this year. The first time snowed, I woke up to a blizzard. The second time there was an Anglian water lorry parked up by that toilet block doing something with the mains around here, and it was making a lot of noise all through the night. I think it was pumping water out there. So hopefully we don't have any issues like that tonight. Anyway, I'm going to take Bruno out for a quick pee before we set up camp. There's no ducks here today. A couple of people in the beer garden over there having a bit of a cheeky juice. It's Bruno's first time here. Last time we was down this way, we never had no Bruno. Yeah, stay away from the bird poo. Yep, that's it. Ignore it. Keep walking. Actually, a very mild evening. Yeah, down to my t-shirt. Coat not required. Bruno's having a peep. Ooh. Yeah, it's a bit different to the last couple of times I was here. 'Cause one, it was snowing, and the second time it was frosty. Ooh. Summer has finally arrived. Well, late spring, but you know what I mean. Somebody on a bench back there, schmocking the reefer. They're just chilling out, enjoying the view. Sunset today is 8:52, so we've still got quite a bit of daylight left. It's going to be the pitch for the night, campers. Need to reverse up a little bit more, but yeah, it's nice and chill here. But I don't see any signs to say no overnight parking. Right, I'm going to jump in the back of the van, make Bruno his dinner, and then maybe a cheeky juice. Well, campers, Bruno's had his dinner. He's relaxed now. He's just going to chill out for the evening. So let's have a look at the new electrical setup then. So tucked under the bed, out the way, it's the Aferiy P210 2400 watt power station. Just parked right next to my toilet. And then at the back there, you've got the Aferiy DC-to-DC charger, which is plugged into the XT90 socket on the other side. And then on this front panel, you've got a 25 amp output. That's the XT60. So that's connected to this control panel. Currently got my fridge plugged in. That's nice and cold. So that's my lights. They're working well. And then that's the switch for the diesel heater. Yep, and then that one tells you what the current voltage is on the power station, 13.6 volts. So everything is still accessible. I've put this in as a temporary setup just to try it out. I've put this bit of wood in just to stop it moving about. Put some little rubber matting in there just to stop it being scratched. The DC to DC charger is currently turned off, but when I need to charge this up, there is a button just on the other side. Yeah, that's connected straight to the starter battery. I've got USB sockets there. That's to power them on. And then our 240 sockets under that flap there, so we've got 3 of them. So we are good for power. Yeah, so with the DC to DC charger, you get a power cable with a negative and a positive. I've got that connected to the starter battery. There's a fuse blade. I think it's a 70 amp fuse blade. I've got it running through the dashboard. Goes through the bulkhead, through the dashboard. Goes down that side, under the trim panel. And then runs under the back there, that's the cable. Goes all the way round, joins up to the DC to DC charger. So it's well tucked out the way. And then plugs into the XT90 socket on the side there. So like I say, I originally had some teething issues getting the diesel heater and my lights to work properly, but it was due to the fact that I grounded to the chassis. So everything now is grounded to that XT60 socket on the front. You've got a live and a ground. The live goes to that control panel, which then powers my lights and the diesel heater and also my fridge. And I've got everything grounded back to the XT60 socket, and now it's all working well. Yeah, boy. So we no longer have a leisure battery, split charge relay system. Everything now is just powered purely from the Aferiy P210 power station. Yeah, so over the next couple of days we'll be testing out this new system, see how well it performs, if we need to make any tweaks or additions or whatever, but hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes well. So I'm starting to get a bit peckish now, so I think it's time to show you the munch and juice selection this evening. Oh, campers, that's the spread for tonight's camp. Quite a mixed selection there. So for our main course, we've got this Tesco Irish beef quick cook sirloin steak, Tesco welfare assured, 21-day matured. Nice bit of marbling there. And to go with that, we've got these fire pit crispy sweet potato fries, because we do like sweet potatoes. And then we've got some little deluxe Sriracha coleslaw, because we like to shop in various places. And then for our pudding tonight, I've got these Tesco finest, rich and indulgent, a bit like me, 2-pack Shakur Belgium triple chocolate muffs. So yeah, we'll try and have one tonight. We won't go too mad. And then for snackages tonight, we've got some spicy salami sticks, because we like a meaty stick on our camps, and some flame grilled steak peanuts. These have been opened. I was eating these at home the other night, so yeah, we've still got enough to fill our mouth. We can get a good mouthful of protein and nut goodness. And then in the morning, we've got a golden syrup porridge, nice and healthy. And to go with our coffee, we've got these Fox's Crunch Creams, chocolate and vanilla flavour. I've had these before and they're all right, they're okay. And then for our juice selection tonight, I've got a large ice cold bottle of Strap-on. And then a few weeks back, Mrs. Meat gave me some little miniature bottles of vodka. I think there was 4 in a pack, there's now 2, so I've brought them both with me. But this is going to be tonight's one. This is a Dockyard vodka liqueur toffee flavour. So I've got a bit of lemonade to go with that. So that'll be a nice bit of juice for this evening. So I think the next thing we're going to do is put a bit of heat to that quick cook Irish beef meat. Oh yeah. So right next to my toilet, we're going to put the air fryer. It's going to be nice and hygienic. Normally I have this sitting on top of a power station just there. But the lead is very short on this, so it's going to have to sit on the carpet. So we're going to go 180. And let's go 15 minutes. Look at them sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries. Right, and let's start. So that's cooking away. And meanwhile, I'm going to put a bit of heat on the Ridge Monkey. Get that nice and hot. And then we'll slap a bit of meat in there. Oh yeah. So we've got 950 watts coming out of the power station. Powering the air fryer. So far, all is good. The lights are still working. No problem there. It's all good, isn't it, Bruno? Bruno's been a little sniff of the beefy meat. You like the smell of beef, don't you, boy? Unfortunately, it's a very small piece, and I put some pepper on it. So maybe yeah, I know. Maybe I'll have a little bit. You'll have a little bit. I'll scrape some pepper off. Right, let's get that sirloin meat on that smoking hot Ridge Monkey. Oh, campers. Oh yeah, lovely jubbly. So while everything's cooking away nicely, so crack open the Strap-on. Ice cold. Ah, good help, campers. Been about a month since we've done this on the Meat Manifesto. Well needed. Right, I need to keep an eye on my meat. Right, campers, the steak is resting now. I barely cooked it, a couple of minutes each side, so yeah, I seared the ends as well. So that should give us enough time to cook our sweet potato fries and get them nice and crispy. And maybe time for another swig of a bit of Strap-on. Oh, what a beautiful view, campers. Oh, we got the shake alert. Let's give them a little shake. The old Andy Wardle special air fryer. So them fries were in the air fryer for 12 minutes and we've used 8% battery. That's pretty good going. So there you go, campers. Got some Sriracha spicy coleslaw with some baby pearl peppers on there. Sweet potato fries with a bit of salt, pepper, brown sauce. And then the star of the show, the quick cook Irish rump steak. Hopefully it'll be a medium cook. Seasoned with sea salt, black pepper. And smothered in a bit of daddy style brown sauce. Food fit for a champione. Oh, campers, Bruno's having a little sniff there. We'll save him a bit. I'll cut my bit of steak off now. We managed to get a bit of a pink thing going on there. Not bad for a thin bit of steak. Get a few little bits off. Can't give you too much, Bruno. There's there's not a lot of meat on this steak. It's only a small one. Oh, look at that, campers. Good health. Well, what it lacks in size, that steak makes up for in flavour. That is a nice bit of meat. And then a bit of spicy Sriracha slaw. So the slaw is good, nice and spicy, got a kick to it, and some sweet potato fries. Ah, well, campers, we are back out in style. This is a nice little meal, and maybe a cheeky sip of the old strap-on as well. Alright, I'm going to carry on chowing down. I'll be back in a little while. It's just having a quick pee break. He's been going around eating the feathers that are everywhere. Leave the poo. Good boy. Yep, the sun is setting. And that's us for the night, campers. Right, so I'm going to get back in the meat wagon, and then in a little while we'll start getting the van in full stealth mode. A plus note with a new setup, we now have a night light for when we need to go to the toilet. Sweet. Well, campers, got the meat wagon in stealth mode. It's 10:15. Bruno's having a little snooze in his small bed. Don't worry, he'll be coming in bed with me. So I think it's time for a cheeky little juice. It's 10:15. So let's crack out the Dockyard toffee vodka liqueur with a dash of lemonade. Just went to use the toilet. Not my one, the public toilets. And they close at 6 o'clock now. They're not 24-hour anymore. And don't open again till a little bit more. Don't open again till 9 AM. So yeah, that's not very convenient. Let's top that up with a bit of lemonade. It's like toffee flavoured paint stripper. Nice. Anyway, that'll look like the sample at 9 AM in the morning. Good health, campers. A strong taste of toffee, but not in a good way. A little nightcap. A little juice before we go to bed. Yeah, it's getting on a bit. I probably shouldn't have one of these this time of night, but just before bedtime, a bit of vodka and a bit of sticky muff in your mouth. It's got to be done. It's got to be done, campers. Our first camp for a few weeks, a month on this channel. So like I say, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my second channel, The Daily Meat. I'm on a mission over there to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm currently on 781. So we're getting there, campers. I think that pub across the road there closes at 10 o'clock. I can hear them emptying out bottles. But anyway, cheers. Plenty of chocolate chips in there, campers. Nice bit of muff action on a Wednesday night. Well, the muff was good, but I'm not sure about the Dockyard toffee liqueur vodka. But we'll finish that off anyway. Yeah, so I just let Bruno out for a pee. So we're all good. I'll have to use the porta potty myself shortly. Alright, cheers, campers. Bruno's sniffing around for the bits of the muff I dropped on the floor. He likes a bit of muff action as well on a Wednesday night. I'm going to chill out for a little while, watch a bit of YouTube, relax before I hit the hay. Right, campers, 11:15. I am tucked up in the meat sack. I'm going to hit the hay. I've had a busy couple of days sorting out the electrics on the meat wagon. I had to strip all the bed out and been a bit of a mission, but it's all back together. It's all working fine. I've had no issues tonight with the electric, so it's all good. Anyway, I'm gonna get some Z's, and I shall see you guys in the morning. See you on the flip side. Good morning, campers. Wow, that was a peaceful night's sleep. I've just woken up. It's what time is it? 10 past 7. 10 past 7. Yeah, Bruno wanted a pee, so I've just quickly let him out, and we've got the place to ourselves. Another campers here. I did see the van pull up to clean these toilets, so I'm wondering if they're actually open. Oh no, it's still locked. Dang it. Yeah, so there's some new signage there. So autumn winter, it's only open until 4 p.m. Yeah, that's new. That's new. Look at that, campers. What a beautiful day already. What actually woke me up was the heat inside the van. It's quite warm. I had to pop a window and open the sunroof. Summer is back, campers. Summer is back. Look at that, campers. Beautiful. I do like it here. Very, very peaceful and serene camping spot. I think the fact that it comes up on Park for Night as daytime parking only has put people off. I do like this place, and this is why I've come back. Whether you're here in the middle of winter, in the snow, in the summer, or late spring, it's a beautiful little park up. Right, I think I'm going to make myself a coffee and get myself back into the land of living. I think some of these boats have better names than camper vans. Look at that. Anal Ranger. The old duckies just having a little gentle swim this morning. That's the life. Hey Bruno, Bruno's having a good sniff around this morning. Come on, pup. Right, so I've had a morning coffee, I've had some porridge. I'm just waiting for the toilets to open up so I can use the facilities and freshen up. Yeah, so once we're all freshened up, change your clothes, we'll start the meat wagon up, and I'll show you the Aferiy DC-060 in action, charging up the power station. Young Bruno does love a bit of van life, didn't you? Although he don't want to come back in the van now, he wants to keep walking. We'll have plenty of walks today. Don't worry about that. Okay, so there's the Aferiy DC-to-DC charger, deep under the bed, screwed onto the wall. Let's power that up. So we've got the engine running now, and we're pulling in about 500 watts of power. And it's it will take about, well, it says 99 minutes there, around about 2 hours to charge up. I think it'd be a bit quicker than that, to be honest. So we're all ready to hit the road now, and yeah, so far the Aferiy electrical system has been running perfectly, no issues at all. So we're going to head to the coastline today, do a little bit of driving, get some charge back into the power station, and then enjoy the rest of the day. So make sure you check out the next part of this road trip. We had a sweet camp here last night at Hickling Broad Marina. It's very nice, I like it here. So yeah, enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Meat Manifesto, and stay tuned for the next part of the road trip. Thanks for watching. See you next time.